Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Daily Meditation with your coach, Rob Hamley, brought to you by Sluggers Sports Academy. Today is Monday, and you know what that means. It is another focus on Monday movement on this 25th episode. So we will be talking today about moving in the right direction for the rest of this week. So we'll get to that shortly. Thank you once again for being here with us, wherever you're at, whenever you're listening. We are so blessed to have you a part of our audience. I truly hope you're finding meaning in this and that we are building a community of people who are looking to learn more on meditation, mindfulness, and just positive thinking in a world that really does want to take us away from that positive mindset. And it is a continuous process, day in and day out, to build it. And I myself will never claim to be the expert on it. However, with you, I'm learning as I go. And I'm hoping that you're finding extreme benefit in this. So with that, let's get into today's breathing, remembering that breathing is a strong part of controlling our mind and our thoughts, working with our emotions and understanding them. So those 5-second breaths, finding yourself in a comfortable position, calming the mind, calming the heart, bringing our attention to the breath, remaining neutral with any thoughts that come, taking 5-second inhales with those 5-second holds at the top, followed by a smooth 5-second exhale. I'm going to give you 30 seconds here to just get your breath. I don't know when you're listening. Maybe this is first thing in the morning. Maybe you're doing this in the middle of the day, or maybe even kind of winding it down in the evening. So I want you to just put your focus on the breath, focusing on the natural cycle of your breathing, that natural rhythm, and just get yourself centered and focused on this present moment. Good, about halfway there, taking some more deep, strong breaths, quieting the mind, remaining neutral with our thoughts, bringing our focus on today's meditation. One more deep breath. Great job. I'm sure you're becoming a pro at this. Maybe you've even found yourself using these breathing techniques when you find yourself in a high stress, anxious situation. I'd like to also give a quick shout out to the seniors in our community and how you've gone through this unprecedented time with grit and fortitude, and you got your last half of the semester completed, and you are now a senior graduate, and I commend you for that. That is something to be very proud of, and use that to build momentum, build movement, looking at the next task, the next goal that lies in front of you, the next endeavor. So today's Monday movement, we're going to look at moments. And currently right now I am in Walhalla, Michigan, off of US 10 between Baldwin and Ludington. And I tell you what, I'm sitting in a car right now outside of the cottage, the family cottage. And so it's a little unconventional, but so is meditation for some. And today it's been just nothing but downpouring rain. I guess I should mention why I'm in the car, not in the cottage. So we have a cottage full of people, and the walls are very thin. And even though it's about 8:45, it's been a kind of a long day. Just with three kids, 2 toddlers, and an infant. It's definitely tiring. And so everyone else is inside getting some shut eye, and I'm out here talking with you. And I've been reflecting on today, on how, yesterday was beautiful. I hope you all got a chance to go outside and enjoy the weather. I know we did. We were out here. It was, 70, sunny. And even when it dipped down into, the 60s, we were outside just grilling, laughing, and just taking in those moments. And now today it's really wet, rainy. However, I still found a chance to enjoy the moments. And in those moments, playing cards with each other. We're big euchre people here. We play, six-handed euchre. And I just found myself really reflecting on the moments. And earlier today, I took my boy and my nephew out with me, and we did a little fishing when it was just sprinkling. And for my student athletes, if you've ever taken a younger sibling, cousin, or maybe the neighbor kid out to do anything, it's a challenge getting them to focus and pay attention. And I wasn't doing that much fishing because when you have two toddlers, two 3.5-year-olds, you're constantly getting tangles out of the line, rebaiting hooks, helping them cast. However, there were those moments where they were casting beautifully. I mean, 3.5 years old and casting their line out, 20, 25 feet. And though we didn't catch really many fish, it was those moments of seeing the looks on their faces when they accomplished something that you and I would probably say is trivial or small, but for them, big moments. And I hope someday they look back and they think on those moments that we had together and look on them fondly. I look back on the moments of just playing cards while it's raining outside over the lake. And, it's just taking in those moments and using that as fuel. Last week we talked about what is your fuel. And for me, the moments help. Looking around the room of people that you're with, who's under the roof with you. And as we are working to accomplish our goals, looking around at those around us, we will have an impact on them. We can create moments. And it's about finding the moments during the rain, during the storm, because, Eric Thomas once said, you're either going into the storm, in the storm, or coming out of the storm. Even when times are good, I'm not saying be, a big time skeptic or always looking for the negativity. But, when things are going well, that's great. Embrace it. Be in that moment. Just like we talk about meditation, being in the moment. However, understand that there is a storm brewing over the horizon. Yesterday, beautiful, sunny, 70 degrees. And then in the evening, the wind starts to pick up a little bit. And you can sense, especially as ball players, we sense when the weather's changing. And you could sense that something was coming. And sure enough, we wake up and it's wet, rainy, windy. And in that moment, if we were a ball player and we had a game today, that would be a postponement or cancellation. And you can whine and cry, oh man, this stinks. Or you can say, good. You know what? That moment wasn't going to happen. What can I do in this moment? I guess I have more time to focus on my job as a ball player. Right? We didn't get a chance today to go outside and play in the sun. So we were kind of, aside from the few hours that we could be outside fishing, we were cooped up. Good. What am I going to do to help these 2 3.5-year-olds and an infant stay entertained? Maybe we're going to read a little bit more today. Maybe we're going to work on some new skill indoors. Good. Always looking for the good in every moment. Because there are a lot of what we would call negative moments that are going to come. However, what if we looked at those moments as learning opportunities, growth opportunities, instead of, oh man, woe is me, negativity. So, as I set you off today on this Monday movement, I want you to take in the moments today. I want you to really feel those moments and internalize them and think on them. And even if they seem unsavory in the moment, find the positive. It's your job to find the positive. Because to be human is to feel greatness and grief. And we never want to be in grief or greatness too long. Because we know that is not the norm. We got to be even keeled. We got to be stoic about it. We got to be right there in the middle. And remind ourselves when we're going through the great moments, we take it in, we love it, but understand that we can't stay there. And when we're in those grief moments, they're going to come and go as well. So as you're focusing on your breath, I really want you to think about the moments that you are going to have today, or maybe let's think about the moments you had yesterday, maybe some moments that you thought were unfavorable. How could you have changed that mindset and looked at it as a growing opportunity, a learning opportunity? Reminding ourselves, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Those aren't my words, that's Winston Churchill. Okay, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. All right? Remember that. Go out there today, do greatness, stay gritty, stay hungry, and remember, always keep slugging. Until I see you again tomorrow, think on that. Give this channel, this video a like, share it out. Let's see how big we can grow this. And growing this so that we can help others and continue to grow positivity in a world that would really like to see more negativity. You know, if you look at the news like I do, and I try to stay out of the news because it doesn't make me feel good, you know, be informed, but understand what you can control. And you can take in those moments and in some degree control those moments. We can't control the outside stuff, but we can control how we handle that. Okay? I know you can do it. Until tomorrow, keep slugging.